Good morning, good morning. You too. What's going on, my man Mike? How is the planting and garden community doing this bright and early morning? Well, I am in a new spot. This is the first time I spent the night here. It's our new yard in Columbus, Ohio. The other one was small as heck. I'm happy he finally decided to get a bigger place because this, it was freaking, you didn't want to stay there, trust me. It was a trip. But, let's see. We probably gonna be short today because again, yeah, I kind of, I don't know. I guess it's not even. I guess I know. I got that feeling of it's time to go home. Um, I didn't push it before because I was going through some personal stuff at the house, and you know, I didn't need the drama. But I know now it's time to go home. It's time to revamp. My backyard is probably overgrown, and I get excited because I get to pull out the big boy. I get to pull out the big boy and do some lawn care. But hey, same old, different day. You know how it is. You know, different experience, different whatever. But throughout it all, I learned one important thing. Just because, uh, let's see here. Oh, it's actually a main road. I was gonna go the other way. Just because I'm angry and frustrated doesn't mean that I don't love the person that I'm with. A lot of times we confuse that, boy. Especially you women. When y'all angry, boy, y'all go for the jugular vein, and you want to hurt the one you love, and because you say you love them, but when y'all fight and argue, boy, you go for blood. I mean, not like one drop. You want it gushing out. You know what I mean. And still trying to figure that one out. But hey, but can't see you. I got you mounted. Um, but here's my question, because where you're at, and I know it's starting to cool down. When do you start bringing your stuff, your plants in, or do you? Because learning from watching and understanding is that you don't want to bring those with the aphids. or the bugs back in the house. So do you till them under, just let them die off, or get the seeds, let it dry out, get the seeds, and then um you know and then just use that as that, or do you do um something other than that? Because I know you don't want to bring them inside. You don't want whatever's in the soil to come affect you. I don't know. And for some reason, I used to be able to go. I don't know if y'all could help me out. I used to be able to go back and see, even after the lives later on that evening. I used to be able to go see the comments. I can't see the comments no more. So if I get some new folks come in, one one drop your link, the hashtag can't stop, and two, also after leave me a comment, after the live, leave me a comment so I can go check your page out. Because I've been, Charles been, we've been getting some new people coming in. I like to go visit them, but I can't figure out how to get there. That's the crazy thing about being older and not of this age, where you got to figure out all the technical. The good morning, whoever that just came in. I'm sorry I can't acknowledge you because I'm driving and I can't see who that is. So I'm going to say good morning, welcome, welcome, welcome. But and like I said, I can't trying to figure out how can I do this and acknowledge the folks, and and grow, and because I still like making friends. I'm not trying. Let's so if YouTube is listening, I'm not doing a friend for friend, but I like gaining new friends and new genres. And man, it's so funny. I'm brought up that it just reminded me of something. There's like we've got all of these different genres. There's also one for reptiles and snakes and stuff like that. And it's crazy. I found that one, and I know I'm friends with one of the people. And this, I'm like, I'm like freaking out because they got all these boxes behind them, and what's in those boxes, the drawers. They're snakes, pythons, and I'm like, oh my god, like yo, we do some, we we got some genres, but there's also newer ones out, not newer ones, but they're out there. They're hiding in the midst, and you find out, it's crazy. And they're very, they're very sticklers about it. They got the lizards I mean, they big behind snakes, and loving it. And I'm like, oh man, okay, well, I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna be in their life going, ew, ew, ew. No, no, we ain't doing that. No, we're not gonna do that. But you learn something new, and then you learn something, and this has been a learning. It's been a crazy learning adventure trying to figure out about new folks and their hobbies and their genres, because it's so and I was like, yeah, right, when, because a lot of people saying there's so much room on YouTube, and honestly there is, because you got so many people that are out there looking to show their love to the world, you know. Um, It's so funny. One person noticed, and I was getting tired of saying it. My long name is because it's telling you guys what my channel is about and what I've been through. And a good friend acknowledged. He says the fact that you bring all three, walking, mowing, cruising, and and trucking. So that's actually four together. Hey man, this is big freak accident. We trying to figure it out right now, and trying not to bring the drama, trying to bring the understanding, letting you guys know that letting other brothers know that you ain't just because you got feelings, you ain't a punk, you ain't a punk B word. No, you just got feelings, but and hopefully we can be like that brother. I'm gonna find out um what page that is because it's really cool. He's like, no, I just I have control of my feelings. I have you know in other words, what he's saying is you're dealing with a brother that has mastered his feelings. Something, and I don't know where that came from. That suck it up, don't cry. Look, shoot, man, please. I've had such horrific pains that I still had to endure. You think I didn't cry? I remember it was a man years ago. Scared the bejesus out of me. I had I was doing the number one. You know how we do. Um, you go to the bathroom and you standing there and you do your number one and bubbles started coming out, air bubbles. Turns out I had it's called diverticulitis. It's some form of like diverticulitis where my small intestines had collapsed. A part of my small intestines collapsed and infected, got infected, and it infected my bladder and put a hole in my bladder. And I remember I had to get an operation to get that repaired, and it's not like they do nowadays. Nowadays they do like with this robotic stuff. They do four holes, and they, you just got four scars, and they do all that stuff in your stomach, and no, I got from my, right above right my rib cage, and they, cut it all the way down, so I got a long scar, and I remember going to the hospital. And the fact the doctor said after the operation, literally when I woke up, they had to move me. And instead of them going to move me, they told me I needed to get up and walk to the next room. And it's horrific. And he was explaining, now I'm full of staples and been cut open and everything, full of staples and cut open. And I'm pumping morphine, and the guy is saying that I have to, because they cut out a piece of my small intestines and fixed the hole in my bladder, but I can't leave until I pass gas. So ain't that crazy? So to pass gas, I got to every day I would have to get up and walk around, the floor, the hospital floor. And you want to talk about excruciating pain. That was unbelievably. I'll never. Someone just came in. Good morning, and and I had to endure that. And see, here's the thing about that. I was supposed to be out for a long time, but I was a subcontractor um, for Dish Network. So in other words, I was working for myself. Don't ever do that again. And I couldn't just not work. I had my vacation time to use it up, but I had to go out and climb ladders, install satellites, repair stuff, crawl on the house. Oh, it was so painful, and I wasn't fully healed. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was just very painful. I used to have to drive with my pants open, and because I had a bigger stomach than I got now. And I say that a lot of times we're brought up to, as men, don't cry, man up, grow a pair and all this stuff. Man, look, that's a lot of reasons why a lot of brothers, a lot of men kick the bucket. We hold everything in. And I realize you don't want that part of crazy coming. You don't want that part of my crazy coming out. Let me hit the relief valve. I learned because again, here's the difference between you and me. Being an empath, and I say that like I'm so experienced in it. I'm not an inexperienced empath. I have to have certain things that become a relief valve to me. And you're saying, what are you talking about? Because I pick up on energy. When I walk into a room, if everybody's mad, 60 seconds later, I'm madder than you are. It hits me tenfold. I don't know why. I've never understood it, but I have certain relief valves that what I do to start my day, to release any anxiety, release any frustration. I have certain relief valves that once I figured out what was wrong with me, what's going on with me, thought I was just freaking, I thought I had whatever. I thought, I was this freak of nature. I used to drink a whole lot to cover up the anxiety. I was self-medicated. To cover up the pain, to cover up the frustration, to cover up the anger. So now I've learned different. I've learned different methods to get me off of that um, cliff. You know, and one of them is get that tear out. A lot of times, bro, guys, I tell the story all the time. Um, eight, I should have died 9 years ago. So every day is precious to me, and boy, there's a few times I'll be screaming in here, thanking Jesus for another day, another hour, another moment, another second, another millisecond of breath. Thank you for the frustrations. Thank you for everything. Because I should have been dead. Trust and believe I should have been dead. I was sitting in the back of this truck on fire. Couldn't even make my way out. I should have been dead. So the goofy guy that you see is a transformed man. Because 8, 9 years ago, boy, it was worse. It was worse. And I'm thankful every day. So if my thing is, I'm not that one to say, suck it up and man up, grow a pair. Nah, man, explore your feelings before your head explodes. Explore your feelings before you take you know, um, you swallow a bullet. Explore your feelings for you want to go skydiving without a parachute or bungee jumping without being tied securely to a rope. Explore your feelings. Understand that they're there for a reason. Fear is there, This is one of the few things I disagree in the Bible. God is not giving us the spirit of fear. Yeah, God gave us that spirit. It's an alarm. Something coming. Be prepared. Something's coming. Be prepared. You know, maybe it should have been rephrased, that Bible verse. A lot of the stuff that everybody say that it came from God, I think man said that mess. You know, because it's like, I give an example. I'm ex-military. I was on a submarine, a really old one at that. But I was, I was a cook, and I was in charge of ops middle level. So if something went down, I had to prep ops middle level, secure it. If I needed to close the hatches in ops middle level to secure the airtight, if I had to close valves and all that, all that. And I remember, one day we were close to the surface, and there's the steps that went up to the operations on the next level, and water came rushing down the steps, and I freaked the heck out. But I started prepping the level. Instead of letting fear take over, I understood that I was afraid. But instead of letting fear take over, my training took over. And I prepped the level, and I did everything. And then they said, stand down, because what happens is the snorkel mask had locked in the open position and water got in. But I've never forgot that. I was like, man, I prepped and I secured, ops middle level at record time before they even said anything, sounded alarm. In the middle of the alarm, I was already prepping the level. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, that's why when you're ex-military, they take you in at such a young age, because what they do is they literally take you in, break you down to nothing, retrain you. But you do have a lot that was still babies, but they retrain you and train you and train you and train you, that you overcome that fear, you overcome that pain. But a lot of you also learn how to shove the other emotional things deeper down. Everybody, we don't realize that, but we're all trained to be killers in the military. Sometimes it's subtle, then sometimes it's straightforward. And especially if you're part of a smaller force, nowadays we transport, the submarines transport SEAL teams and stuff like that. Real SEAL teams look a whole lot different than those fools you see on TV. But that's something that a lot of folks don't understand. I got a good friend that's ex-military, and he tells me some stuff, and a real friend, sometimes you hear stuff that even shocks the hell out of you, but you're man enough to say, hey, I don't have no words, but I'm here and I'm listening. Because see, you think you done been through something, then someone else comes along and lets you know, your mess ain't nothing compared to what I've been through. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there that we had, Mike will tell you, we had one guy come on here, and he was talking about, he grew up being, I mean, he took over. He took over one of my lives. I can't remember which one. It was the same guy I had to block. Charles came back and told me. It was the same guy that we had to block. That's who we had to block. He came in and took over one, and I just happened to notice. I don't think I was driving that day, and I was like, "Hey, bro, you can do this and blah blah blah." There's 1-800, 1-800 don't swallow a bullet, but look, don't take it personal. But I am not a professional. I don't want that blood on my conscience. If you got a problem, you want someone to talk to, you know, they have programs to talk to somebody. And the guy was he was going off the deep end, you know. And I grew up with this, and I want to do this to myself. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, man. We just low end. Yo, guys, I say it all the time. I'm not a professional. I know I have no idea what I'm doing. It's just stuff that I like doing. It's so funny. I say that I love when Warstone comes on because I sat there last night. I don't have much money, but I do love cruising. Warstone thinks I don't, but because all them kids get on my last nerve. And my wife won't let me go to. She won't let us go to what you call it, Richard Branson's cruise line. She think all the women gonna jump on me because I'm super stud. But if that's the case, y'all need to go back to what not yesterday's video, but I think the video the live before that, where I tell you I'm walking along the beach like I'm super stud and realize I look like a pot belly Buddha. Let's tell the truth. It's a walking man, Walkstone. I can't see, but I know I can see certain colors, and I know that's Walkstone. And so and that's another story. She thinks I'm some super stud. Nobody want me. I'm just happy she want me. You get what I'm saying? I'm tickled pink and in love with her because she want me. You think I want another woman, nigga? I'm happy you want me. I'm sorry, should have said ninja. I'm happy you want me. But last night I did. We've got one coming up in January, which is everything is due the 25th of October. So I put, she's gonna pay that one off on our joint account. It's like 600. We got 600 left. Gonna pay that on our joint account, and then my one coming up in July, I put exactly 89, 90s, whatever, on one room, and then I put 50 on the other. And then I went to Royal Caribbean and put 50 on a cruise for 2025. And I'm gonna be the prime example, especially I got it all the way out to 2025. I could put $50 on it, $25 there, and it all of that will stack up. All of that will come together if you stay, on it. So I got a book now. I got to pay off my cruises book, and I'm doing that. There's just a short deviation. But see, the thing is, again, I'm an advocate. Oh, I finally figured out the name. I'm getting old, guys. I'm forgetting stuff. I'm an advocate of acknowledging your emotions and learning emotional security. No, maturity. I said security. Sorry, emotional maturity. And that's why. That's why one of the things that calm. And I remember I was talking just a little bit earlier. I know I'm all over the place. But I was talking earlier that something that calms my nature is getting out and tackling yard work, getting out and making, dropping sod or this or doing this or buying a fence and repairing my neighbor's fence. It also helps. It helps me. It's a calming. It's a calming thing to me. It's saying when you figure out that you have, because we've all got some kind of problem. We don't want to acknowledge it. High cholesterol, because we're all brought up to buy the fat bat and then the ham hocks and the salt this and salt that. When we were younger, we were super ninjas. We could eat anything, and our metabolism would, override it, and we'd be okay. But a lot of us done got older, and now it's kicking in that, hey, that's not healthy no more. And then, a lot that'll in turn do something else to you. And in turn, instead of enjoying the person for who they are or their efforts to do better, we do, other, negative things. And like I said, I'm just trying to open up the conversation on what, these types of things. Some of us just don't give a flip. Look, I'm old, I'm this, I'm that, and they died just that way. You got people that die without a foot, and die from diabetic coma. They go into a diabetic coma. They got to have their recent. You ain't gonna tell doctor ain't gonna tell me I can't have my Reese's peanut butter cup. You ain't gonna tell me I can't smoke. I can't do this. I can't do that. And then we have just more and more new excuses for bull crap. How the reason why marijuana, one of the reasons why marijuana, oh, it's medicinal. But guess what, guys? Yeah, it's got a drug in it, and I understand. It's got a drug in it, but you're still inhaling smoke. I can't wait for the, we're a class action lawsuit. I've been a pothead for years now. Now I have lung cancer, or my lungs are collapsing. Because you ever see a person that doesn't smoke and then one that does, and their lungs are black, and then, yeah, but that's all. Oh, that's all the chemicals, but you're still inhaling smoke. The human body was not the human body was not made not to inhale smoke. We weren't made to inhale smoke. But it calms me down. It does this. I don't have to take the barbiturate. But then now you're hooked on marijuana. And then if you got one of those addictive mindsets, you start reaching for the bigger stuff, like the meth. If you take meth one time, you're done. And then we got we got our young brothers and sisters. Oh no, I'm not gonna work at McDonald's, man. Please. When I was a teenager, boy, that was the spot. That was the place for free food. I ain't worried about making the money. I was worried about having them Big Macs, free Big Macs. But they'd rather sell it, and you don't realize you're selling poison and killing folks. But again, what do I know? But when you get older, you think about you think about stuff like this. I remember Charles was saying that he never, Charles used to do that black ops stuff. He can't even tell us half the stuff he done. But I know, and he said he didn't believe that he would make it to, to 20, to then when it got to 20, didn't figure out he'd make it to 25. Then from 25 to 30, and then from 30, like, wow, hold up, I might actually make this. You know, when you get older, you just get. I see sometimes why a lot of folks do like to go on more than one vacation. I remember, man, before I met my wife, I think my whole adult life, I was married to the one before her, she who will not be named. I think I had one vacation, and it was taking my son to Disney World when he was a little boy. And now, bad habits done ran off on me. Now man, please, I love it the fact that some folks don't get tired of you because hey, we're going here, we coming, can we come or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you got folks that are good natured, and got your back. Right now, I'm starting to feel it. I got 7 days. Well, not really. It's not even 7 days. It's yeah. I got 7 days till I'm home, and I'm probably gonna work my ass off when I get home, but I'm gonna just be smiling and being appreciative of my life and all of those things. Um, you know, God is good, and I thank Him for His blessings. I thank Him for another day, and like I said, I just you don't know. I'm paying for like these next 4 cruises. I don't even. And I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm just saying you don't know if I'm gonna make them. But you know what? I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to the next day and the next one and the next one. I got some stuff coming up here, but we'll get through it and we'll keep it moving. You know, that's why a lot of times, you wonder why it says can't stop. Well, look, one of the reasons why I came up with that is I can't stop. If I stop, I might go back the other way. If I can't stop, I might, I got to keep moving forward. A lot of times we focus, and I'm one of them. We focus on the negative. You did this to me. And a lot of times we don't tell the truth. I let you do this to me. You see what I'm saying? A lot of us don't want to say that. I was weak. I was vulnerable. I let you hurt me. I let you talk down to me. I let you humiliate me. I let you treat me like dirt because I was hoping and praying that you would change. I let you belittle me. I let you make fun of me. I was reminded of something because like it was like when I was in not high school but junior high. And I was a little chubby boy in junior high. And these 2 other chubby girls, they knew it bothered me. They'd make fat jokes. But they were just as fat as I was. And I let them bully me. and I let them affect me. Sometimes when it's time to start moving forward, we have to accept that some of this, some of our situations is the fact that we let that fool into our lives. We let that foolishness become a part of our lives. We let we let. And see, this why I tell you, guys, look, let me say this right now. I'm good. I'm not in a bad place. My wife ain't treating me like no, 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 no. I'm good. But I will have and do have flashbacks. That's why some of these stories that you hear me saying is a flashback of something that I've been through or something that I had to endure. So I learned a lesson. If you're going to go through it and if you're going to agonize on it, at least learn something from it. You feel me on that? At least learn something from it. This is where that daggone place is. This is one of the spots I like to go to. Tanner Outlets. This is a newer one. You know, if you're gonna go through it and you went through it, don't beat yourself up that you let blah 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 do this, blah 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 do that. But just analyze it. Say, what could I have done different? What could I have done? Why did I want to take that? Why did I want to? Probably was I lonely? Was I dumbing down? And it's all this other stuff. Was I letting someone in that I shouldn't have let in? Because a lot of times we want the hood ninja. Everybody also thinks it's like we want the hood. It just it's on the woman. They want the hood ninjas, but we want the hood ninja women too, because they bring excitement and they bring the drama. So if that's the case, do you want that again? I remember when I was going through all this stuff, after my divorce and I was dating. Boy, I was an emotional mess and a roller coaster. It was a hot boo boo mess, and all of the stupid stuff I'd done. But I realized one thing: am I learning something from this? And I finally learned that the last one, right before I met my wife, that I'm married to right now, that I love dearly. She's still a knucklehead, but she's my knucklehead. I had a notebook and I wrote down. I didn't write down the normal stuff that a guy. She got to be slim and a big booty and a big this and long hair and no. I didn't do that. I said, look, man, is she caring? Does she treat me like I'm something other than a piece of crap? I had a basic list. And I said, because I was afraid. I was afraid. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of, making the wrong decision, making the wrong whatever, you know? And sometimes when you finally learn that you're tired of being tired and you make that right decision, you make that right whatever. It could be, I'm talking relationship right now, but it could be your job. Are you that go-getter that goes beyond and don't get paid for it? And then the person that doesn't do squat gets the raise. The person that doesn't do um that's got every excuse in the book but kisses up to the head boss or whatever is the one that moves up. But you're the one that knows all the procedures and all of this and all of that. Are you the one that gets it, that makes it happen? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you that one? And then you finally realize, okay, this job is like a relationship. This job is, you know, I'm not taking this no more. Then you jump from job to job, and you do this. And I remember it's so funny, man. Like I'm on this dedicated route, and guys, I used to be highly religious. I didn't cuss and scream and do all the stuff I do now, and I used to let the DMs walk all over me because I didn't want to make waves. I learned real quick. Okay, that mess gonna stop. I'm out here killing myself, and you gonna talk down to me or whatever. I remember that, but I remember I had talked to the head dude. It was something about like this job. That's why I get it's called a pre-plan. I said, look, if you don't even have nothing for me, but you know the area I'm gonna be in, and you know I got to be 400 or 500 miles a different way. Tell me now. Tell me, tell me when I'm done with this load. Look, head towards Texas. I don't know where in Texas, but I need you. If you're in California, head towards Texas. If you're in Oklahoma, head towards Texas. Your next load is going to be somewhere in Texas. So you're giving me a point of reference. And I remember the guy who's the head dude right now in Atlanta. He was my DM, and he called me up. He said, "Don't you ever be going over my head." And I mean, he was going off on me. And I finally snapped. And I said, "Hey, man, first of all, who the blankety blank are you talking to like that? Ain't nobody went over your head. I was just talking and giving a, opinion to something that was wrong in my sight. You can't wait till the next day. I'm 500 to 1,000 miles away from the Piccolo and think I'm gonna make it. I'm trying to help fix the process. But if you think I have a problem with your black behind, I got no problem but to step to you when I get home and I get in that office. I got a problem with you. I'm man enough to tell you to your face. So we gonna fix this right now. Don't you ever in your life talk to me like that ever again. The funny part of that is we became really good friends because I was a hothead. I became a hothead. First of all, I said I'm a hothead. Thought my stuff didn't stink. As soon as I thought my stuff didn't stink, I'd wind up getting in trouble, getting in accidents, and now my job's on the line. Now I've been humbled. Now I learned that too. Do your job and stay humble. Do your job, stay humble, and shut up. Mind your business. I learned that. Do your job, shut up, mind your business, stay humble. It's all gonna work out. And again, I go back to the original thing. There's no real subject today, but learning, because we all got some kind of problem, learning from those problems, learning and figuring out what is the best recourse to these problems. I need to figure this out. What's the best way to figure this mess the heck out? You know what I'm saying? Because there's ways you can make your life better. You can make it more understanding. We say Foolishness Friday, but it's maybe it might be a learning. It's a learning situation because we swear our stuff don't stink, but you the funkiest one in the bunch. you know, the funkiest one. Wow, I've been flapping off my gums and it's freaking. Did that say 650? Yes, sir. Oh my God. I'm like Herbert. I could just talk, 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 talk. I'm so happy it's the weekend coming up, so I can get away from flapping my gums and figure something out. But the good part is, look, I done hit the 2,000. I done hit the 2,000 hour mark. Um, the countdown has begun to the first level of this new YouTube adventure. The 1,000 miles. Hopefully, I can get before the great deletion. Get to 2,500. Because they got me for it'll be 25. At least half. I'm hoping to get. I would like to get really high up there, but we're just gonna keep pushing it. I was looking at my analytics. I'm gonna start doing some videos that are just a little bit above the 1 minute mark, so they'd be shorts because the attention span for folks that come to this channel is real short. um, and I think I'm gonna do a video on the oil change for the Hurstvarna. That Hurstvarna be pumping out the. I get old 50 from 50 to 60-year-old old Caucasian men want to know about this Hurstvarna mower I got. I got 12,000 views. I'm gonna do a 3 year review, because that mower takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I've been pushing back the video, but they have it's a special made attachment. Like it's a scoop, like a skid steer scoop that you can put on. I can actually get it for that mower. I would love to buy one, but right now I'm on this kick of catching up on my credit card bills, and I don't want. I got a lot of them that are down to zero, and I want them to stay there for a while. You know what I mean? I see the purple. Good morning, Tamika. How you doing? Um, I want to get that down to zero. I'm gonna at least go 6 months with uh, some zero credit cards. I think that would be wonderful, wonderful, and you know, and the wife was like, "Well, all I want for Christmas is this." I said, "Look, just like my birthday, you gonna get what I give you." And she asked me what this list of stuff that I wanted. I gave her the list. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want. I said, then I looked at. I said, okay, get me what you think I want. And now she's like, all I want is this. Okay, well you gonna get what you gonna get what I give you. No, I want this. No, remember my birthday. Same thing applies. You can get what I give you, and I'm not being mean about it, but we'll see. We shall see. you know, Payback. I'm just saying. But that's all right. Okay, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all ages. I want to thank you for coming in and listening me to rambling on. And I didn't even do one today. I think I need to have a pat on the back, and I need to be appreciated. I didn't do no ums, or didn't have a giggle fit, but we're working on it. I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this adventure that I have been pushing. If you get a chance, I'm not. Please, 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 for the love of God, do not run my uh, don't run my my save stuff, or watch my favorites, or whatever the heck they call them. But if you can check out a video, one video or two, but you don't want to piss off the algorithm. Help a brother out. Leave a message, and even a smiley face or a thumbs up is greatly appreciated. If you're new and you just came in, for some reason I can't access it. After the live, go back in and just leave me a smiley face so I can check out your channel. Um, See who's been visiting, and just so I can say thank you and let you know you're well appreciated. You guys make it fun. There's someone to talk to, and become a part of the it's so funny. Every YouTube channel, once you get to that level, and that they have names for people that going to be joining the channel, and subscribing, and joining to get to the high level. They're putting money down, $5 a month. And I've already had a name, didn't realize it. It was in one of my intros. The uneducated lawn nuts. So y'all gonna be I'm gonna call y'all my lawn nuts. But thanks, guys. I'm always humbled to know that that people are actually getting up in the morning and saying, "Well, let me check out this fool and see what he's screaming about today." And appreciate it. Charles was telling you, if I had some extra money, I'd send all y'all $20, because you don't realize that y'all are actually helping me on this counseling bench, the counseling couch, because I can't afford a real professional. I'm just saying. And I just want to say thank you for being a part of my lives, and making this fun, and the foolishness that we do every Monday through Friday from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. We can't stop, won't stop. Get it, group. I didn't see Fuga Mama coming in, but check her out. She's coming up next. Um, but also, just like I said, y'all are greatly appreciated, and you guys have a blessed weekend. I'll be adventuring out on other people's videos and stuff. Just want to say thank you, that you're well appreciated. You guys have a blessed day. Leave me somewhere. If you're new and you want me to come check out your channel, leave me a comment somewhere, so I can, because I always check on YouTube Studios. Leave me a comment. Say, hey, I just stopped by, so I can go say, hey, thank you, and let you know you're appreciated. I'm gonna start saying that every time. Come by, leave me a comment, so I can say thank you. You guys have a blessed weekend. Don't drink too much. Or if you don't drink, don't crochet too much. Or don't, hey, it might, don't buy too many plants. And I'll see y'all Monday. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, always know that I love you and God loves you too. Y'all have a blessed day. See y'all Monday. Deuces.